this is going to be a very fun one because, yes, we just heard the analyst desk talk about the Cypher coming out for Boostio.
Cypher!
This is where it's going to get very interesting for me, though, because OpTic's playing with a KO. And if you're getting and you're landing those knives at the right spot, you're just disabling everything very quickly on his hits. So I want to know what EG, once again, has prepared for this lineup of OpTic that hasn't changed for a very long time on this map.
I'm so excited. We already got an amazing game 1. We got a Cypher in game 2. Victor's Neon. We were talking about that earlier, that we might get it. And you're right, the KO. You love to see how teams play around the information. And you kind of have the early information guy versus the new information guy in Cypher KO. So this will be cute.
Yeah.
We see the trap set up mainly towards one side of the map here. Little brain games make OpTic think there's maybe a push across that A ramp. There's actually a lot of little pushes around the map. You can see Jogamo has a good distance made towards ropes.
This is actually EG getting some great map control to start. A fault line's going to slow things up for a bit, allowing Ye to push forward and even check the corner. But he's going to fall back. The fault line then comes out for EG. So the call is going to come to split into this A side. Jogimo's just waiting for the right timing to break this trademark so they could get in. Or if they get the kill onto Ye. So they push him out. FNS gets the kill. Ye falls down. Apoth also gets the kill onto FNS. And that allows Jogimo to get on top of that rafters. He's waiting on this A side as Apoth is holding down the rotations as well for the rest of EG to plant deep inside the A side is split. That head-to-head battle, the crossfire swing from EG, leaving Crashes on his own. With the knife coming back, it's not going to be helpful at all. The frenzy from Apoth gets a 4K.
Apoth was like the floating sentry for everybody there. That was a really neat play. Obviously, I thought OpTic had such a good read because they were pushed up into garage, right? Crashies already could let people know there wasn't a push here. Mailroom, if that's clean, it's probably A. But the reaction from EG, again, overwhelming. You got the aftershock to the corner that just pinched out back sight. Apoth smokes. And then when you thought you saw Jogamo turn away from what would have been Victor, Apoth is there. And then Apoth is it. He just had everyone's back. Really nicely set up for the team rushing in. EG pick up another pistol round. Just said that. They've been crushing it.
11 pistols now for Evil Geniuses.
Yeesh.
And now for OpTic, they're trying to go for some sort of a trap towards mid-sign. They have a knife for some information. That's going to spot one, I think, here is Reformed. Should have been in that radius inside market. But Joggermo's trying to push forward so they once again could set up this crossfire and prevent EG from moving forward. Got it light. And we're going for the underhand swing very soon here for OpTic. Really both the flash and triple swing. A couple of pistols coming out, but it's still EG that takes the upper hand.
Yeah, they're ready. Family photo down in mid. And they just clean up OpTic a little bit. I like the play from OpTic. Still trying to be proactive in the situation. I mean, if you don't see EG there, you have a pretty good push around behind them.
Here.
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say Boostio's played this spot twice.
And look at
Came
the
out of
radar.
that one.
After, like, they really wanted to go for this fight to get back towards the A site. They know now that Ye is on that side. Let's just go back to B. But that's where FNS still has a flash to work with. So he has another opportunity to delay. There's that flash and the swing out. The double from the pillar side is won by EG. Now the headhunter shots misses. Ye gives his position away down towards the B. Heaven side dropping down towards L. And just as he gets dropped by Apoth, EG are able to convert that pistol round.
Quickly pushing in again. I mean, three in mid. They took their time going for the next few kills, rightly so. I mean, you don't want to just catch a flash in the face coming in from FNS and then you get taken out from EA. So they still find the last two. An A, pretty methodical hit. A B hit here. You still have Boostio on this Cypher holding over towards A. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's look at how OpTic could take over this bonus round from EG. It looks like they will somewhat set Ye up in a position to frag on ramp. Maybe Victor gets a peek out of mid here. We'll have to see.
I'll stay the same.
Oof.
The knife coming out, spawning two, though. Yes, but the fault line doesn't allow Ye to get that forward position. So that's just going to allow that timer to go down off the ones that actually did get hit by the KO knife. And then we'll just have to reset from Boostio. Meanwhile, though, jump peaks from Victor on the mid sign. But EG are still playing, once again, a very slow, methodical attacker side on split.
Ye still wanted that peek, actually caught the camera of Boostio. Put it up, knocked it down. So now we see the rotation of Boostio around and Ye repositioning. Gets back to his trademark. Rendezvous just up on the right there if he needs the reset. And throw one down to make a fast move.
And Boombot.
Looks like B.
Boombot clearing out ropes also allows Jogimo to get ropes control if they want to, but you're right, they're looking for some sort of a B split. We see the stars coming out from both sides, grounded well on both sides. Aftershock down towards Hell, but still an entry from EG. Marv, though, still holding his ground. Sabotage down. Paint shells in the front, 16 HP. Sabotage still 1. He's even flash swinging across, and he's trying to stay alive as long as he can, but that's going to be it. 2 more left to make that a 1 versus 1. As Gay comes from the swing from behind, and Jogimo clutches that one to make it a converted round from a bonus, actually, for EG.
Ice cold. Yeah, converting the bonus, finding that. What a play. Ye was actually pressuring that to find the top of the head, and Jogimo says, nah, no plant. We'll take a shot, just feeling that aim. Spike's picked up here. We'll see a replay of this round, and again, nade swarmed the site. You can Marv had trouble even staying alive for a few moments there, so you can see just what EG's bringing to the table when they are executing and encroaching, scaling onto the site here for Split. It's their pick. They're going into the 4th round now, and they're continuing that streak. See if they can do it against the Sheriffs of OpTic.
Still a crazy moment for Marv to stay alive for so long, allowing Ye to almost win that 2 versus 1 right after. So, exactly. Now we're just trying to do some sort of aggressive push towards Garage here from FNS and from Marv, with Sheriffs across the board. Ye, of course, with the Headhunter. So you're really just trying to land these shots as much as you can and convert it back on your end.
It seems like he's got his comfort there for now, at least on it with the rendezvous position that way. Ye's been there each and every time. It's a quick in, quick out, and then you get the long shot through a sight. There it is. Oh, 1 HP. OpTic has just been getting out by the skin of their teeth in some of these instances.
How does he get 1 HP? Is that a headshot through his teammate, actually? As Boosteel falls and Ye survives out of that. That's crazy. And the little plays, again, from Crashies and Ye just to allow Ye to get that position, right? The 0 point to come out, suppress a couple if they're in the radius, forcing EG to stay back in for Ye to do that. But now you're looking at the rest of EG. 4 players now moving inside the site. A flash, though. Nice underhand coming out from Crashies. As the swing comes out from screens, somehow OpTic are making this work. There's only 2 left to go. 1 watching the flank. What? 10 seconds left on the clock, though. We're gonna have to act quick. Nice headshot there onto Crashies. Calm, though, makes it a 1 versus 1. There's only 5 seconds left on the clock. He's looking for that spike. There's no time. And it's gonna be the round coming in for OpTic Gaming off the Thrifty.
What a back and forth round. EG kind of pressuring themselves into a moment in a big play there by Victor. Started to distract the site. The rest of the team was able to get that elbow control for OpTic. And EG tripped up a bit there. Nicely done by OpTic. So it doesn't happen on the bonus round, but it does happen on the eco. OpTic always able to find a way, right? They bring these Vandals into play now. Crashies is going to be light on armor there, so he can still bring the Initiator utility. And like you said, continue to zone out and figure out what's going on at A ramp right away. It's kind of like we see the guiding light down long B of Bind. Just get those initial plays out. There's a 0 point. Tag a bit as well, and they get back to their positions. Push into Garage right away here. Ye has switched sides for the first time.
The timing on this, though, Ye's pushing out. He's down to 23 HP, now forces out a Rolling Thunder. Now he's trying to shoot more Seekers out on the attacker side. He does land that shot into Jogimo, grabbed it on the ground, and the Phantom to trade right back. But Marv is still in a double stack. Victor is there to help him out, and he has to force up this wall here on the defense. Now Cage is coming out on the attack. A trade attempt, a crossfire setup for OpTic as Marv continues to hold. And that is going to be OpTic putting the foot down and not allowing EG to come in for a plant.
This game of chip damage that we're seeing so much. Jogimo and Ye again start off, making things intense with a quick firefight as Ye has changed the side of the map for the first time. And then OpTic are able to just smother EG as they try to get that swarm strategy in, right? 3 in. The angles got picked off right away. Marv, much healthier this time. I think that played a role. Not knocked down to 1 HP almost immediately. And Ye, he provided so much more defense there to start the round off. It gave everybody a chance to rotate over. Jogimo!
No way!
Oh my gosh.
What a trade, and a shot miss, and a double swing coming out, forcing out the TP away. FNS hears the footsteps crossing over here towards that mid side, and now he's leading back towards that male side, a gun to toss over. And then OpTic, Ye, down towards the A ramp, and they just stopped the bleeding right there. It was a great surprise attack to start things off, but finally, We've leveled things out. The spike is down towards mid, and OpTic should be able to take this round, but I just want to take some time here, Riv, to talk about the last few rounds for EG on the site takes on the B site. That's actually twice that they spot Marv playing towards that new box, the double stack towards that B site. And now that they have an Astra to work with, that could be one of those agents that can use abilities to disrupt that area to allow EG to get better hits inside the sites in the future. So we're learning round after round for EG. We'll see how we adapt.
If they have been able to spot Marv there, we might see a few more gravity wells in his future. Trying to mess up what he can do to defend the site. Here, just roaming around. Apoth doing what he can.
30 seconds
last man
left.
standing. Here on the FNS. Oh my god. Went to the school of Boostio today. Crashies, however, will end that with a Vandal. 3-3. OpTic just biting right back here. And again, it was not off of the bonus of EG. So very interesting for OpTic to feel comfortable in how they're setting up, what they feel like EG's going to do and the way they trap that round to make sure they got round 4. Round 7 coming in now. Operator out for Yay. His map side switches back to A, rather. And his rendezvous get him to safety at elbow, just about. So he maybe look for a quick second shot there to stay in sight.
We're going to try to have a rundown here with a flash. Relay bolt, fast lane coming out too, and we're looking down towards a trap play of sewers, spotting nobody there. Yay once again in the front.
There he is.
They got to find a way to stop him in these pushes. And Crash is now throwing the fragment onto the ground. The hit coming through. I think the Trailblazer actually missed FNS, so he's in a great spot behind his flower pot. They clear it though. They fake clear it. They fake clear it. That allows OpTic to just slow it down here towards this A side, dominate everybody from EG moving into the A side attempt, even forcing out the Cosmic Divine from Apoth, and he's in a tough spot. Another clutch situation attempt. At least he has a rifle to work with, but you know the econ's low. I think he's just going to try to, well, he's not going to try to save it at least for now, but I feel it'd be a good idea if he did.
Whoa! Clenching. You can see him move through here. An interesting round as well from OpTic, as we did see the fast lane and crashes from mid right as this round finalizes out. And that means there wasn't a 0 point on that A main area. That's kept EG from pushing initially. EG get to push initially, and Ye's there with waiting arms and an operator this time. So they almost kind of feed that lane into being safe, but a false sense of security. Nice opening frag there, and the double take fade. He was hiding there. And OpTic, Victor and FNS, big frags as they take down Apoth. Get a Prime Gaming flawless on this one. So nice little setup. Defensive variation by OpTic there as EG walked right into Ye's operator.
Yeah, and that, for me, I'd like to call that a big mistake because you get a Prime Gaming flawless. You actually haven't lost any armor going into that round as well for OpTic, only having to buy utility into this round here. So that eco round that they got a few rounds back here in round number 4, as you can see on your screen, chat, they've been building up this econ, and they've also been screwing with EG's econ on their end. And we see a repeat, I guess, of Bind, where EG seemed like they had a good grasp from the pistol round into the 4th and 5th. And then suddenly when it comes down to an eco round from FNS on the first map, this time it's just on great Sheriff and Headhunter shots here from OpTic. We see now OpTic taking the lead once again.
And we have to look, EG calls the timeout. Boostio has yet to grab a frag on Cypher, right? He doesn't get this second chance chamber he can back up on and take another fight. If they can find out where he is, maybe he's in an uncomfortable position or being put in one as opposed to what he has before. EG's bringing it to the table for a reason. Maybe they're discussing it back in the timeout, what this Cypher is supposed to be doing. It's probably a little harder to use on attack, so maybe we see it come to strength on that defensive side as EG start towards B here.
Look at the setup now after the timeout. The trap, even Boostio stays all the way back towards spawn, has his camera up so that next time that Ye's trying to do that, he could actually counter it back. But Ye on this round is actually holding towards the B side, and he gets the first blood in that moment.
He switch. He lives everywhere. Honestly.
I mean, he's got TPs to rotate quickly if he wants to as well, right, Riv?
And yeah, you have to. You really have to. You know, you take an opera, you take a shot with a sniper rifle, you move. You don't stay the same position. That's the way it works. And we'll see him again vary that up. Now he's going to be on Heaven. His comm has the rope play. He's going to take their time here because the rest of the team isn't in position for EG, but it is going to be towards A once again, and Apoth smokes are going to be the saving grace here so they can get past FNS and Marved. we go. Set up. And then normals, they're actually trying to cut it short. They'll have to clear U-Haul themselves. Or I'm sorry, elbow themselves. Looks like they might just want to get into heaven for now.
30 seconds
Just
left.
some sprays. You can hear it coming out here from FNS at elbow. We have Calm ready with a fault line for them to try to hit the heaven side. They break this trap, they fault line, they flash, nobody's up there. They even smoke towards the spawn side to try to pinch out towards screens. Now that knife is going to spot a bit though. No flashes come out outside of screens. Aftershock den, 10 seconds left on the clock.
10 seconds
Flashes coming out too, and look at the utility from OpTic. It's just too good. FNS then clears out for a few, but we still have Marv live in the back of the site. Yeah, we're at least able to make it really expensive and also get a plant to continue the economy for EG, but you're playing it that slow against OpTic's utility, at least you drop 4 for EG. The round still goes in for the defender side.
Good frags to come out there. A big call to Ye to break apart Jogamo. Look at that ultimate that's ready. That's the ult orb that was going to be grabbed in B that might have led the entrance to B or A. In what was a floor level A strat where they would have went into sight became a heaven to screens because they needed to close that distance. They didn't have someone blast pack in. So great job by OpTic to kind of sort that round out and distort what EG wanted to do.
We talked about blast pack, it's about to come. The fault line here towards the heaven side. Jogimo moving all the way to the top, but he gets slowed down there, or he missed the satchel charges. And that's not going to pick anybody up towards the A side ramp. But it forces a rotation already from Victor all the way there towards the A side as well. But look at that. We do have ultimates coming out from both ends, and it is going to be the overdrive from Victor. Relay bolts coming out. He's trying to clear out the corners. Aftershock wasted out here from the defender side too. But look at EG. They all backpedaled back towards the mid side. Trailblazer on the top of mid side that also spots FNS. Neon now rotating back towards B heaven side because now you can just high gear it back there too. This allows potentially Boostio to get a lurk kill, cutting rotations off on the other end. And is there still utility to work towards the A site? Indeed there is. A showstopper is still available for Jogimo, but he doesn't have satchel charges to work with for them to try to execute quickly.
So true. That's such a good point. That's what got him in last time. Do they go for the smoke to heaven this time? There's the smoke.
Could be a flash out.
Nice ramp. Could be indeed. He's going to drop to the left here and maybe nade towards elbow after they get your site.
This is so tough because we're going to fault line the site, but the spike is already still towards the E-ramp. He's going to be on his own. Calm still wins the fight, though. That was a huge kill that was needed there for FNS with 20 seconds left on the clock. At least we move in. We're going to get the plant down, and we have Apoth also getting ready to cut rotations on the mid side. Peeking out very soon, trying to find that timing. He's just going to let Victor slip through. Maybe not. Victor decides to backpedal back towards the mid side, and Apoth wins that one. So a pulse plant on a 5 versus 3. 3 players from OpTic up towards heaven.
Apoth has had such good reads on those outside flanks, the plays, his timing, and again, we see another instance where a Brim on bind is now an Astra on split where it's 4 members of EG taking that site as Ye knocks another one down. This spike's still ticking, but they're really able to execute on these, and I think we see what was supposed to happen last round when they went heaven, but they had Jogamo this time.
You really see that EG's trusting. Like, Apoth's really trusting that his teammates can hold this site because he's trying to cut rotations back towards the mid side to make the economy expensive here for OpTic Gaming. There is that drop inside. Apoth trying to find that timing. It's not going to work out. So he's lost all of his teammates inside the A site, but at least to get the round.
He's like, don't worry, I'm still here. See if he actually goes for a drop on anyone. It looks like they have money.
Yeah, and sorry, Riv, you probably also had the gravity well ready for the pulse plant anyways, right? So maybe that's another reason why he's staying back there towards the mid side, of course.
I mean, that's how they... that's not how they won. Post plants were how they basically took the last map, right? Brimstone Mollies, etc., etc. 5-4. Now OpTic call the timeout as EG do start to get Boostio into the mix. They find out how they wanted to go about using the Cypher. Make sure Jogmo's obviously still on the front line, but their post plant now seems to be stronger, which again makes me think that once we get the Cypher on the defensive side, that's really when their information is going to be top notch. We'll see that Cypher back into play. But such an interesting switch here. As EG Potter has said, you know, they're bringing things to the table specifically for teams. We saw them able to shut down B-Dog last week, Luminosity Gaming, and now they're effectively on bind, shut down Ye a bit, and the rest of the team as well for Victor. And trying to do that again here, have a close split matchup. And
they really haven't had that chance yet until they finally get these ultimates in round number 10. But thankfully, by winning pistol round bonus and converting that one to get 4 rounds on the attack with the lineup that you have, that is very hard to defend against because of all the stopping ability that you have from that Cypher, from the paint shells of Raze, from everything else across the board. Works out quite well for EG to get full rounds so far.
All right, 0 point. Huffed over. Quick read. Oh, you see how caught off guard Reformed was there. Turned around, but knew he was caught. The rest of the team safe in sewers here as they play a bit of a default. Leaning now towards the other side of the map is Jogamo. He has the ult ready along with this Rolling Thunder, so expect some Thunder to be rolled.
As well with the Showstopper still available here. So let's see. At least one is going to get suppressed from Reform, but you still had the other Initiator on the other end here with Kong ready towards sewers, and we're just going to try to find the information towards this mid side. This could maybe potentially force out a smoke very soon if we get a fault line coming out as well. TP is already coming out early, but really we're not using our sword towards mid side yet.
So where's Ye game? And they actually got an audio cue there off the rendezvous. You see the movement now happening, like, oh, I think we found him. We get a better clue of how to avoid that operator.
But they're still trying to go against
They're
that.
still.
Paint shells towards the back. Go TP to come out too, but Jorgimo does not get that. That actually knocks up the Showstopper too. The Rolling Thunder to come out. The TP on the top. Now he drops towards the bottom as it gets flashed. Look at that utility. We talked about that spot. Before it was from Marv, but this time it's Marv and Clashies.
Down B.
And FNS actually going into this B-side hold. Busio now on his own in a 4 versus 1. These late side hits seems to be the plan for EG, but it gets denied quite early
10
here.
seconds left.
As now Busio is going to try to pick up a spike and at least go for a plan, but you know that he's going to get suppressed here. Moving in, there's that front line, no time left, and the slide in for the kill, but it's still OpTic FNS that steals it away, and OpTic stealing away the round 2.
Both teams stretching each other for the distance here. We saw hardly any rounds go down to the last few seconds of plants, of being stressed out. Disgusting shot by Ye. We've been seeing that from both teams all across the board, so hats off. But again, a pressured plant. That's not the first time we've seen that this game. They're really testing each other here on split. 6-4. We got 2 left in this first half. Let's see if EG could bring it back, or OpTic gives them a 7-5 of their own.
Your rifle now for Calm. Ye, for the first time, switching positions towards mid. As he gets smoked out, Boombot's going to come out as well, but it's going to miss, so he's allowing to push out, but misses the shot.
All right, again, so finding the op. A bit of a cue, and you see how quickly they move forward. How quickly they move from here as a nice question. Crashies with a bit of an off angle there. Under him was really where Jogamo was coming from a bit more, but Crashies still finds it. Gets that flick in.
Yeah, the boots was blocking the vision here of Jogamo to look down towards pipes there.
Oopsies.
Calm with the hero rifle does get the opener. Fault line towards A main, but it's going to miss. Victor just around the corner. Counter to come back out, and as Victor comes back forward, he's actually going to get shot and suppressed. And there's going to be hit from the Seekers too, and somehow he still manages to stay alive. And finally, Reform gets the kill, as it's a 3-on-3. Rifle now picked up by Apoth. Flash coming out from the A Heaven side, and that flashes out Ye, and Calm's in a great position. He hears the footstep of FNS rotating up towards that Heaven side, and they could maybe try to pinch him here. Calm's going to have a great timing. FNS pushing down towards Mail. What a play by FNS. Not sticking in his position, but Reform still gets the kill.
He turned his body. Otherwise, the gun would have been seen first. That would have been, oh my God, the little plays there by Reformed. Absolutely disgusting. The plant will come down again, down to the wire here, and it seems like EG is loving this pressure. They push it again, 3v2, but they are so low on the side of EG. Vans
exactly.
Could pull this off.
The only thing, though, is that Ye's on his own. Marv is so far on that flank, on that rotate. Here comes that first battle, and oh my God, Calm wins it. So Marv is going to have to be ice cold once again. Spike is planted towards B main. He's got 1 star to work with. Nova pulses the back of the site, and that's going to be it. After he does not ping anybody out or does not see anybody towards that back site, he's going to book it back. In EG, they salvaged a round off the hero rifle of Calm.
And the money's too close, right? The game's too close for OpTic to be going for that. We just see what EG being able to do. Damage each round, even though behind has been able to do. The Thrifty here to give them the 6-5 in our final round of the first half. What a series so far.
Oh, man.
It's been absolutely awesome. Evil Geniuses really showing a different stride here in the last few weeks. And they said they would. They're sticking
Yep.
to it. Now they're giving OpTic some trouble.
I'm sure now, week to week, we're getting more and more fans of Boostio and also of Jogimo, even Calm on top.
Yeah.
Of that. The team in itself is,
For sure.
I'm pretty sure, is building up the same fandom and that fan base of when the Guard had such a good run in Stage 1. So I'm a fan of what I'm seeing so far, Riv.
Yeah. They've also switched up how they kind of play that flank. Remember, we saw Calm flanking his face off in the LG series. Now it's Apoth. So really changing the roles here. See if on the other side OpTic can defend this round. And we see a few fault lines to slow things down and give an advantage here to Jogimo to see if he could capitalize on an A ramp kill. Just a 3-2 split so far. A little bit of a push from OpTic. Are they going to take garage control? I think it'd be, and give the A guys a little bit more knowledge.
Oh man, and Apoth is waiting for it, but he's gonna have to go head-to-head against Yay, and that could be all the smoke now. But somehow Apoth finds
my
both
God.
of them. Double headshot, and that opens up the B site. That's insane.
Beast. Best flank control today.
I've been
on the
speechless
day.
this whole game, Riv. Sometimes
On
the words are
the
not
day.
coming out of my mouth with these shots.
Absolutely absurd stuff from Apoth today. And they have the ultimate on that too. So now Cosmic Divide is up if he was looking for that. If they do need
Exactly.
to get the site, boom, coming up onto A. And this even gives Jogimo an easier
Oh my
time
no.
to get in with the team.
At least it's
Oh.
information. Crashes on the top of
That's
A
sour.
ramp. He hears the footsteps back towards the A site. But that was a costly mistake for Apoth doing that out in the open. Now we have a plant for Heaven as Reform is trying to regain battle back in that area. Camera spots him. That allows Reform to get that kill. Nice assist from Boostio right there. And now that stops the bleeding. I mean, it was a big surprise from Marv getting that kill, but FNS has to clutch a 4v1. Gets spotted by Boostio, and Boostio makes it 6-6 for Evil Geniuses. Who would have thunk that this would be the scoreline right now as we take a break and see how it unravels right after. Welcome back, folks, to the stream. Tarek Stream, I know you're watching. Merhaba. You know what this means. A 6-6 scoreline. Let's see in the chat. We have a game in our hands, Riv.
We absolutely do. And it seems like this EG composition figured out what they wanted to do with this agent pool after a few rounds, right? It wasn't the bonus they lost. OpTic was able to come out with a regular kind of thrifty. Then the rounds went back and forth. EG called a timeout. That's kind of when everything changed. Now we're in the second half. Oh boy, pushes are happening.
Ooh, and it works out at least for that frenzy kill onto Victor, but it gets immediately traded out by FNS, a 4 versus 4. But the weakened site on the B side as we have this 2-2 split. But look at this setup. We talked about the Cypher. Why is it there? For those 2 kills. 2 headshots coming out from the IGL of EG as FNS and Marv will have to try to clutch another round here on a 4 versus 2. Flash is ready. Boostio on contact. Flash coming out from Reform right after for the other swing. So it's going to have to come down to this battle right on the mid side. The breach on breach. The Flash coming out. That forces out Marv. FNS gets that kill, though, onto Calm. And now we've evened things out just for a bit. We've calmed down the situation. We've forced all the defense of EG towards B. So that opens it up for OpTic to really gain control of anywhere across the map.
This is just a trap in mid. I like it. They get across it. They don't have to use. Now, it feels like they're thinking that OpTic is funneled to this position. With that trap, you can see Boostio's already ready.
left.
So they're
One
kind of
enemy remaining.
dictating the movement of OpTic right now.
down
Nicely
A.
done.
And he swings back out. Marv goes for the 180, drops inside the site, but there's still one inside there. And it's going to be Jogimo with the frenzy. Paint shells towards the back. 16 seconds left. Now his teammate has met up with him for EG, but it's still going to be Jogimo getting the kill with the frenzy in the end. And it's going to be another pistol round. Another pistol round, Riv.
12
for EG.
12 of them. So sick. Oh my word. This push here, just catching them off guard. The aggression we talked about on Bind, that defensive aggression,
30
if
seconds
you will.
left. One
Good
enemy
defense is
remaining.
also a good offensive defense, rather. So that's what they're employing on this. And they get another round for themselves. Now is it their bonus again, and they thrifty? Do they lose? Let's see what they put together. Again, trap towards mid once again. Yep, they set it up in the same spot. And Boostio's A.
And for EG, a good defense is also a good defense, right? So
That's true.
now we have EG holding, as we just mentioned, the defender side on towards B Heaven, and Ye is trying to go for the heroic play with this headhunter. Trying to clear out the camera. We might have a relay bolt for a swing potentially here, but Ye is just going to try to creep it out on contact. Misses a shot, a flash for info coming out from EG, but it's still going to be Jogmo just behind. Pain shells to force them back. And they've maintained control of B Heaven now for Evil Geniuses.
A lot of disruption there. Doesn't look like anybody got too tagged up. They were alerted by the nades, got out from the Trailblazer. So seeing how EG is set up, it looks like they are ready to kind of delay on B, but full retake A with that positioning. So again, delaying here towards B, the push forward from Victor, and Marv cleans it up.
Footsteps are being heard here as Calm is now moving forward. We've fallen back and pull back on the defense for EG to allow Calm to swing out to line up those 2 kills. Spike is now down. Ye now spot on the top of rafters and leaving FNS on his own. He's going to break that trap, so it's going to be that battle against Boostio. FNS has a frenzy. Only body shots there to try to maintain the recoil with the fast frenzy shot, but it's still going to be Boostio winning that fight.
EG's playing the mini-map game. I mean, you just allow Calm's camera to blip up on your mini-map, and they know when to make moves. They know when they have to be ready. Otherwise, you're listening to the comms. So it kind of calms everything down for EG in that sense. I feel like that's what Cypher really can do for a team. With having another eye on the map, it really gives you a lot of info that, you know, a 0 point can give you, but then dissipates, right? It falls away, so it could be anything. Here, they set up a bit differently. They are going to keep, actually, not the tripwire in the same spot. They move that to A, and Victor and the team are going to actually try to activate a bit onto the ramp here and middle.
We have Apoth watching that push from the B site, but it's going to be that Astra on Astra as Marv is going to be the one that's holding that push on that end too. Meanwhile, though, we're holding things very steadily towards this B Heaven side, trying to force a rotation by breaking out this trip and potentially work back towards this A side.
It kind of brings into factor, you lose a trademark, get Cypher traps back, right? Epoth takes down Ye, because when we saw the chamber game going on, people would come up ropes, take the trademark out, and travel back. Now we see OpTic trying to find the trap wires and then back up. You see Boostio having to react differently. So kind of initiating that double trap again that you lost with trademark here. Boostio hold B Heaven.
That was a huge kill by Apoth too from the B main side, but the execution's coming out from A as a fake. Fast lane coming out, Dogno trying to find Victor, and Victor manages to make it inside screens. But look at this rotation coming out. This could be a huge catch here from Apoth. He's able to stay towards market. They don't hear the spike. Dogno at least wins it back towards Victor. This is going to be huge for Apoth. He's done it before. Getting cleared here by Crashies, and Crashies come up big. Now the rest of OpTic are moving inside this B site. We're going to get this plant down. We're trying to hunt down as Jogno is going to go for pain shells to try to at least deny the plant. There's that first. No kills coming in, but at least the plant coming out for OpTic. Jogno down towards Hellside. Long range battle. Only one more to go. Boostio lands that shot, and full blinding Crashies comes out for the headshot himself and saves the round for OpTic.
Oh, any half a second later, and I think Boostio would have been in a position to retort on that one. Oh my gosh, nicely done by OpTic to really cross just coast to coast on the map as soon as they figured out how many were there, who they've heard, who have they seen, and what their rotation would be based on other positioning. And Apoth, I think they have to know by now he will be somewhere. And huge frag by FNS to make sure that that did not break that round wide open for OpTic. That could have been it, because they only had seconds to plant the spike there.
You know, that's why you saw that selfless, heroic play attempted by Jogimo if he could get it in. Speaking of fast plays, it's actually Victor sliding inside ropes. And now that's given up here by EG.
Ooh, much more of a retake style on traps. Look how deep they are in A here. So you set those traps as we were kind of talking about on Bind, let him in, then you pounce. Looks like OpTic wants A though. So they may initially avoid this as they start toying with a few of those orb grabs. Marv is close, but I think this is a Rolling Thunder. Yep, there it is. Where do they move it? They already have zipline control. They're going to get past these traps. That was a bit of a short guiding light from Reformed. Expected it to kind of hit A ramp and maybe somebody coming up rope, but I think OpTic is happy to sit here for the next few seconds and see if they can get any peeks.
Just trying to make footsteps here towards this B Heaven. Off angle coming out here
Go.
though from B side. APOS just around the corner.
Spike down.
Gun sticks out. Ye falls down. Jogmo gets paint shells,
Oh.
kills on top of that from the
30
B side
seconds
too.
left.
Now Victor's trying to clear. He's pushing towards spawn. He gets met up by Reform, and he's gonna get traded out by Jogmo. Meanwhile, though, Jogmo's losing his teammates towards his B site. Spike is still up in the hands of Crashies. It's him and Marv trying to take back this B site as Jogmo's trying to hold his ground. It doesn't work out. Busio in another attempt, another clutch attempt as he's walking out from the B heaven side. He didn't spot the player out towards B main. He doesn't see the second player that just made and slipped under his feet. And OpTic are able to get that round to tie the game 8-8.
These rounds, oh my gosh. So much is going into organizing and being with each other for these takes, right? OpTic, you can't really start to do this solo. As soon as you're solo, it seems like you're getting peeked out. Jogamo there was doing so much work, but it just became too much after a bit. OpTic continuing with this little two-man squad, and not just a two, right? If there's somebody activating on something, they're executing as two so far. We can see that composition of Victor and Crashies over towards A, another two towards sewers, and you have that Marv, you have Marv on that flank. So push towards
Flash.
mid.
Doesn't work out. They don't spot anybody inside market, and Apoth now is going to stay inside market at least for that position. For the rest of OpTic, though, they're rushing inside the A site with a late lurk here from Marv all the way towards B. So we make it into the site for OpTic. And this chess battle is going to happen inside Ramen as you pay attention here to what's going on this mini-map. Rotations coming out. Marv is going to hear it. We're attempting to re-clear here for EG. Oh no, the satchel charge is missed because of the KO ult that came out from Crashies. That was huge to prevent that kill to happen onto OpTic's defense on the pulse plant. That said, though,
shoes together.
Exactly. Flashes to come out, another one to come in, and things are looking pretty good for OpTic so far. A 3 versus 2. Marv makes it a 3 versus 1 as Calm has that Stinger and Frenzy combo to look for the exits if he can. Nice long range onto Marv, but doesn't connect onto the kill. And OpTic, they finally gained the lead in this game.
Swarming the site, getting the fault line through to ramp, making sure it's safe, and then, oh my gosh, Victor, like they get everywhere so fast. And with Victor causing that chaos, it kind of lightens the load, for everyone else behind him to find those angles, because everybody's going to be trying to hit Victor on the way in. So really nice kind of distraction strategy they employ themselves and follow that up. Looks like it could happen again once at A. We'll see where that knife goes from Crashies to start off here. But again, the deep traps in A. We'll see how OpTic plays if they do get caught by him.
Front line, Flash coming out, Victor going for the peak. So we're just going to try to execute inside the A site. Big task up ahead for Lucio. Couple of traps coming in. Yay, winning the fight against Reform towards the A heaven side. He's playing around his cages. Big ult coming out. That's going to get all the information of where OpTic's at as we have the pulse plant coming in. Nice ult from FNS from Hellside. Showstopper from Jogamo connects onto the IGL of OpTic. Now Pagels forcing out Yay outside of the Nebula, and he gets that kill as well. Battle towards the back. Calm is fully flashed, and Victor and Crashies are trying to keep the dream alive here for OpTic in the pulse plant, leaving APOP. Another clutch situation. Running outside his wall. Crashies greets him, and OpTic steals once again another round.
OpTic live with the earliest round or earliest of Cypher ults that you could get, right? You don't think about it much, but the earlier that ult is used, you're getting way more return on investment out of it. And everybody was in A. OpTic's able to scatter, get themselves to safety, and it was interesting to me because we saw those traps set up by EG. Members got caught almost everywhere by OpTic, and nobody really got traded off of that. It was almost like they were still waiting to get into position, and Boostio really only saw one trade there. So I feel like with that setup, OpTic just ran through it because there was no defensive pressure once hit. Oh my gosh, Victor sliding on through as they create a distraction at B. Fast lane, but maybe not to be used. Just to distract for this A strategy. You see Ye over there.
You can still see from the utility that OpTic pulls out on the early aggression shows how these set plays could be so damaging against what we talked about before, the opportunity of delays from EG into their own comp. So it really becomes what you just mentioned, a battle of having your right trades. If not, it could swing back and forth to any of these teams right now. This is a great comp to go against each other.
It is, and it looks like they're fully giving up A here just to get a retake. Gravity, push, fault line return. Well, they know they have some friends on the other side. That's an answer. A lot of ruckus in the garage area right now. Victor wants to toy with it. He's going to attempt. Oh. Tom's in a very tricky spot. The relay is going to hit him as they just get away with another Rolling Thunder.
That's a
Well,
fake to go back towards the A site because Ye's already pushed up towards the A ramp. So the rotation's going to come in here from Reform into A Heaven side, but Jogimo still picking back towards mid. So as Reform, there you go. You see it off screen. He was trying to re-clear towards the A site because he realized it's a fake. Ye's waiting for him with the op. And now it's just OpTic that has full control except for mid from that shot from Com.
Just call it the full commitment reversal. That's what OpTic is doing right now. Fully commit to a site and reverse. Call the audible. Now they're at A after Ultimate's strike B. And it's up for this thrifty round of EG to come back.
Line available here from Com. Yeah, it felt like it was
the
a
AK
Cypher camera there. With a gun there right into his hand. But meanwhile, Bustio has fallen down. Com does have that rifle picked up. I like that little combination of that gun buddy with the Phantom. And Marv gets the flick there for OpTic to make it 11-8. And now we're in a trajectory where we're winning each other's map pick. Or opponent's map pick here, Riv.
It's what happened last series, right?
Yep.
The flip-flop. Everybody's flipping and flopping today. What is going on? What is going on? Oh. EG timeout. Last time we had EG timeout, they started to dominate first half. It was a discussion of how it looked like, as we speculated, a discussion of how that Cypher was supposed to work on the attack side as they go back through the motions and figure it out. They started to come up with many more rounds here. I think it's how do we absorb correctly without committing too much, without thinking that's the all or nothing. Because it is hard. You think of Rolling Thunders coming through, you're not going to second guess that very many times, right? So EG is, I think, just saying, take a deep breath, make sure the calm is there. It could always be a fake because that's what OpTic has started to trend towards right now. So you almost have to believe things are going to start to be a fake.
That's probably the conversation potentially here going on for EG, trying to understand how OpTic are really playing these rotations. Meanwhile, while we're trying to figure out the utility dump that starts early in the rounds from both ends, who really takes the upper hand out of that? Because if you're looking at the free abilities that you have from both of these comps, you have Crashies with the 0 point, you have FNS with the fault line, you have the same thing for Com with the fault line, but you also have a rechargeable flash here from Reform. So I think when you're looking at these mid rounds, late rounds, really trying to find how you could enable Reform to play for these retakes, these flash plays that allows for these swings, because again, we talk about how important these trades are for both of these teams to potentially win these rounds. So play around Reform if you can.
And we look at where Bustio is now placed on the side of EG. It's like a Victor trap, right? Victor's been dashing towards the backside of stairs, but OpTic have chosen A. It looks like the door might be wide open on this one. That flash coming in with a guiding light too, so traded on blinds there.
Here.
Nice job by Reform to slow down OpTic, but it does not look like they'll wait too long.
Both initiators playing towards the A side. The timing from Com somehow still gets the second kill onto Victor. And that allows the Seekers to get information as they come out to spot the last three. We've taken A side control of Heaven for OpTic, though, as Joggimo is holding the back lines. And it looks like potentially no utility left, actually, for OpTic. They just have to try to go for body peeks at this point as they're trapped.
So instead of allowing the traps to be the delay, they go full delay. They let Com fault line, flash, and then he hits that transfer because one of them was far to the right and the other was discipline bot. So that was a hell of a shot from Com to pull there. Goes down, but still the upper hand to EG here as they're pressuring. The A side OpTic is in now.
Getting ready to go for a flash peek as soon as everybody groups up towards screens. Marv off the plant has a cosmic divide. There is that flash about to come out. The swing. Oh no, it's a team flash. As that's just going to calm things down for a bit. The lurk from FNS towards the Heaven side. The battle close range one here as FNS falls towards the A Heaven side, leaving Marv with 28 HP. A 3 versus 1. Swings out for the headshot onto APOC. Looks back towards the elbow. We have Joggimo sticking that plant as it's towards that front side. Bustio watching that flank from behind, and it's not going to work out. No ice cold. He gets thawed up by Bustio, and EG gets the round.
After the timeout, again, EG reset. They find their strength, they take a deep breath, and they make sure that they're doing the right thing with the composition they brought to the table. We replayed this one, and it was the switch. It's Calm and A now. Oh, we actually had to pull it back twice. He had the hard reset on that one. What a shot. Thank you, observers, for that one. And again, smothering the site, getting in there. Great job by EG to retake. And the switch up, right? To see if they keep that. No, they put now both defenders that would stop that site take at B or at A now. Let's see what happens.
Gravity well from APOD just is going to slow things down, not allowing too much out of the null command here. What a flash. We're still staying alive. We're not checking it here. This is a great spot here for Cole. He does get the spray, the headshot onto Ye, and now the spike is planted, but at least that fallen EG's overwhelming the side. They never check the corner for OpTic Gaming. Now it's a 5 versus 2. FNS and Marv once again. A kill coming out from the heaven side gets immediately traded out as FNS is now moving in from the A ramp. Stopped by Boostio as EG get the defuse, and how does that happen? That was actually, I gotta say, APOP all the way from the B site, getting that gravity well or even the smoke on top.
Yes.
Prevent OpTic from getting in was huge.
The utility, the trap setting, oh my gosh. How much have we said the trap setting in this game? They're just allowing OpTic into the site. Obviously, Calm was blind there for like 4 days, but still, they look up, still, back and elbow. It's not being cleared yet. They're looking up top. They've considered that they've cleared Discipline spot there. And you see Ye go down just in the head of OpTic on that round. And they are not letting OpTic get to that game point just yet. EG now 10 to OpTic's 11.
One of those moments where you're happy that Calm has a Phantom instead of a Vandal at that point behind that flower pot, because that was a huge spot to be.
Yeah.
Because Victor, or should I say Ye, we know how good he's been so far in that first half. With the Headhunter, with the Operator, really holding down the defensive line here for OpTic Gaming and allowing OpTic Gaming to get such a lead here overall in the second map.
And look at the switch that's happened for Boostio as well, too. It looks more comfortable on that scoreboard now, able to get into the angles and the positions he wants. It seems like with the consideration of what his teammates are doing, right? It's not just you holding something. Once you add stuff to Cypher's kit, it just, with that camera, it's so strong, and we're seeing it again. If EG are able to win with the Cypher here and get the double traps going back again, where we speculate that the trademark may be the reason. I mean, you're taking away Boostio's Operator game. Ridiculous. EG said they had plans, and it looks like they're putting them to work.
Yeah. So does OpTic, the fault line to allow the Neon to push up, but
yeah,
potentially an orb very important for FNS if they could work back towards the B site, potentially here to pick up an orb. But the way that the Neon's playing here from Victor early in this round is not actually to create any type of diversion, because he's already falling back with the rest of the team.
Push towards Mail. This really hasn't been something OpTic's doing right now. They're feeling out those traps again. Trying to make sure everything's clear. Looking for the cameras. Look at this. What a Cypher instills in the opponents. There's never a clear angle. And now 2 OpTic members in the rogue Jogamo ready to rain hell down here, but it did not go right last time.
Not again this time, unfortunately. All of that raise utility now gone, but thankfully at least you have a Cypher playing inside the site, so you're not going to really force any type of early rotations until the camera is able to spot what's going on here. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, you still need a couple of players from EG to rotate a little bit further back for a spawn site, and there you go. It works out. The camera spots a few, reform on the rotation, but it doesn't have utility to work with. And that cam allows, actually, should I say, a trap allows the wallbang onto FNS. 18 seconds left on the clock. We're just trying to stay alive for Boostio. It doesn't work out. We get the plant in for the Heaven side, but nobody is able to take that ground.
Rolling Thunder.
The Rolling Thunder is available because of that plant. Or should I say, for the retake for Calm. And he's heading out towards the screen side. Fault line to come out. Aftershock to clear out towards the Hell side. The flash around the corner. Nice headshot from Reformed. Rolling Thunder towards the back. It does hit Crashies. We're clearing out towards the left. He gets a beautiful shot from the Vandal. And Calm's on his own. That trademark down towards Vents was huge there for Mark to be able to get the kill off the rotation as well. So the utility from OpTic so good on the post plant.
Yeah, oh my gosh. OpTic literally played everything through their head that EG could have done on that, seeing the Rolling Thunder come in, how spread they were on the site. You had one person in sight, right? One person kind of off the back of it. Really nicely done reading how that would be retaken. And OpTic needed that. It's since that timeout, EG has just strung, what, 3 or 4 rounds together? OpTic definitely needed their own, and they get a round back for themselves. So 12-10, possibly the third map here. OpTic on to game point. And EG bring us into overtime. The Marshall for Boostio. I said they took him away from the operator. He's bringing it back. Just a little Marshy time.
He's going to talk about the Rolling Thunder available for FNS on the plan because he was also one away, but a little bit of confusion. My apologies, chat. But that was also a very important round for OpTic to win because the economy was so low too in that last round that would allow EG to actually get map point in this second map. But at this point now, it's in the favor of OpTic.
Guiding light down A ramp. Sussing out the rest of the map, but that's not what OpTic wants right now. Dogmo's actually going. So the guiding light down A ramp, you look at the timing, around 1 minute they're trying to figure out where OpTic is. The Roomba as well towards B. So they have a bit of an idea where OpTic might be spread to. Love the rope room though. Still going to play that to possibly just kill the trap wire and keep this side of EG moving. I feel like Victor needs to get with the team or be ready to take A before we're going to see the full movement. They are getting into position.
Mar down towards ropes as the Trailblazer from Reform sees a couple inside the fence. As the fault line allowing pressure now up towards the B heaven side, forcing out the paint shells, knowing that the Raze is now playing towards that B heaven side. And look how pushed up Jogmo is right after that because he's got a judge to work with. Weaker side on the A side. You're hoping that the Marshall shots will hit here from Boostio. A trap coming in as it actually does grab his opponent KO. But the Rolling Thunder comes out for the attack. Another trap coming in, and it works out for the kill. And now they're still spread across. Jogmo's on a rotation with the judge. We're losing players for somehow OpTic with 8 seconds left on the clock. We've picked up the spike. We're falling back. We have one stuck inside hell because the Seekers came out as well from Reform, and we're hunting it down. Somehow EG, they salvaged a round with the Prime giving flawless.
Absolutely speechless. Boostio.
Oh my god, he gets the kill at the FNS.
Felt the need to fire because a Rolling Thunder was approaching him. Actually tags Victor in that shot. Gets help from Apoth. Finally takes. No way. That's the way round 23 just happened. Absolutely incredible that EG was able to pull that off. They were on the low buy. We saw a judge for Jogmo as well. OpTic still on the game point though. The Spectre light armor. That was just by actually Sheriff here for Marv as they trade actually a Phantom to FNS to better his weapon.
Good call too, because Marv is going to have to stay back for the execution anyways.
Exactly.
With the smokes.
Great call.
And it's looking to be quick here for OpTic, moving up towards the B side. Jogmo once again trying to hold his ground. Ye pushing forward, Apoth on top of the boxes. A do-or-die position as well from his spot, but he's been good with it before with the Spectre. The trap does not work out, forcing a TP, but Crashy's still moving forward, and it does get the kill from Apoth onto the KO. Relay ball down towards the main side. A nice swing from Victor to drop Apoth, but Calm is still in the back of the site. Ye also gets a kill in Jogmo, so it's up to the anchor player inside B, but with the Cosmic Divine, nobody's committed yet for OpTic. We've decided to cut noise and look to re-hit somewhere else, potentially, as you see them inching back towards the B site.
Guiding light.
Behind
big clue.
Yeah, but it's behind them. Nobody's going to get flash. At least he gets that first kill. Victor's made it inside the site with the fast lane. He's going to have to be guessing as Boostio gets a shot there. A 2 versus 2 now. All in the hands of EG. And Boostio the slide for the bait. Now Boostio's on his own. The hat to spot the last 2 players. Low HP is Victor. The jiggle peek. Misses the shot. The swing on the left side does not work out. OpTic Gaming, they make it from the skin of their teeth. And we're going to see a third map, Riv.
That's exactly what we wanted on this one.